This week we are learning the core word put in my sensory classroom. Here's how it's going to look. There's 9 fun interactive sessions as part of each week, and you can do those all at once or on separate days, however it fits around your timetable. First of all, I like to practice saying it. Now, this doesn't have to be verbal communication. This can be signing, pointing, sound buttons, or using AAC. I model finding it.
Put.
Put. And then I give the children a chance, see if they can find it too. Now, Proloco's brilliant. Now, this is the Proloco app, and it's just got a new function, which is called focus mode, and you find that at the bottom right. And you can choose a symbol to highlight so that everything else is kind of faded out a little bit, which gives focus to the core word, so that my students are more likely to focus on that one, but they can still press all the others. So it's not taking away their voice.
Please, pal, hate.
They can still explore them, but by focusing on the core word,
put,
they will find it more easily to find,
put,
and access. Really nice focus to the lesson whilst also keeping AAC very affirming. Once we have practiced communicating the core word, it's time to hear it. And I've got a selection of 4 songs here. Some pop songs, some YouTube kind of toddler kind of based songs, some action songs. So there really is a nice variety that the children can choose their favourites from. And I might choose a child a day to pick one, and we can all sing it and play it together. And every song contains the core word put in it. And when we hear the song, I'm modelling either the symbol or the sign or on AAC, so the children can make the links between the core word and the song. In a very similar way, I've also got some programs as well. There's Bing, Cocomelon, Mr. Tumble, and other programs similar. Again, they're all around the core word put. And we'll be modelling alongside. A really lovely way of embedding that core word language whilst doing an activity that children really enjoy. Also worth saying that it's really great for Gestalt Language Processors to learn this way, because that is how they learn literacy. They learn through whole phrases. Next, we are going to play an interactive game containing the core word put. I've got a symbol sentence here, put on 4 cookies. So we have to count 1, 2, 3, 4. Put on 1 cookie. The numbers only go up to 5 in the hope that the children will be able to access that. 1. Put on 3 cookies. 1, 2, 3. Now I've done this because last week we learned all, and they were putting all the cookies on. The week before that we were putting some on. So they know the idea of the game. We spent 3 weeks building up the knowledge of the game. And now this is the next step on. I want a particular amount of cookies. There's a really lovely gradual build up week on week with this program. After we have played it, we're going to read it, and this week's book is one of my favourites. Don't Put Your Finger in the Jelly, Nelly. It's got so many fun sensory opportunities filled with food and textures. Don't put your finger in the jelly, Nelly. You might upset a jellyphant. And then for this, I'll get them to feel some jelly. Don't put your finger in the pie, Guy. Then you put your finger in. Ooh. Oh no, the orangutan won't like it. So we can be smelling, touching, tasting all the way through this book. It's really fun. This book comes up later on in the programme too for the core word don't. So it's great to start that later language too. Now, there are also lots of play opportunities as well. We're going to be building lots of towers. Put on to. Oh no, it's fallen over. Oh, put away. Lots of lovely language, and the children won't even realise they're learning the core word. And I've also got lots of attention autism ideas as well. I'm going to be sharing those videos tomorrow. And at the table for our work, we have got 3 differentiated activities. So our learners working between the age of 0 and 1 years are going to use a hat or a silk scarf, and we're going to be modelling put on your head, put on your nose, put on your tummy, and have that lovely interaction there whilst hearing that lovely core vocabulary. If your learners are working between 1 and 2 years, the learning is going to be through songs. So put your finger on your nose, on your nose. Put your finger on your nose, on your nose. Put your finger on your nose, put your finger on your nose, put your finger on your nose, on your nose. And then it might be their turn. So where do they want to put their finger? It might be in the air, it might be on their tummy, it might be on their head. So you're modelling that language and getting their involvement in a child-led way, which is really fun. And for young people working at developmental age 3 to 4, we're going to be using positional language. So put on, so we have a ball and a cup, put on, put in, put next to, put in between, and I've got lots of visuals for that on my storage drive if you would like access to those. And we have also got some interactive writing tasks as well included for the core word put, or if you'd rather, there are printable options too for these. This program really does include everything you need to teach our children literacy in the way they learn it. If you would like access to this program, then the link is in the description.